What is going on, guys? We are back once again, but also we're going to be doing something a little different today. This is big announcement of what is going on because of what PlayStation has done. This is about the PS1 Classic Mini return that is absolutely amazing because, again, Sony, they're going above and beyond to make their fans happy, and they're actually remembering about everybody because, again, it says that you can literally hold it in your hand and connect it to a modern television. Um, there's going to be several games. There's going to be 20 games. Sony announced 5. There's going to be Final Fantasy 7, Jumping Flash, R4, Ridge Racer, Type 4, Tekken 3, and Wild Arms. So many ones you can play within the game. So it's absolutely amazing. It says it's going to be launched on December 3rd, and this will be the 24th anniversary of the release. And this really warms my heart because I was going to tell you guys today about what my memories are of playing the PS1 because, again, if it wasn't for PS1, I probably would not be here how it is today because it's literally so many different things that I can barely remember because I loved it that much because there was so much about the PlayStation 1 that I absolutely loved. It was amazing because, again, every single time that they were just in competition with so many other games, and at the same time there were just so many games that PlayStation transformed. If it wasn't for PlayStation, because, again, this was a hard drive that you would have to put on the memory card. It was not a RAM. You could not leave it on there because it really went above and beyond for, as well as Nintendo 64, Atari, GameCube. Just, it really changed everything about it. And this was, I have a lot of love memories of PS1. And I just wanted to share this with you guys because, again, if you guys love PS1 like I do, because, again, I grew up playing it, and basically how I started playing PS1 was I've had a PlayStation 1 controller in my hand since I was, I want to say, 3, because my uncle at the time, he literally put a PlayStation controller in my hand. The first game I ever played was Crash Bandicoot, and Crash Bandicoot was my shit back in the day. Crash Bandicoot's still my shit. Between that, Spyro, Final Fantasy, Resident Evil, Siphon Filter, there were so many games that really I would spend hours on. The main ones I spent hours on was like Siphon Filter, Spyro, and Crash. Crash I would play nonstop. Crash was literally the main reason why I become a gamer, and because I love games so much. And it really took, PlayStation really gave that variety of different games. It could be adventure, it could be shooter, it could be a fighting game, it could be a skating game like Tony Hawk, and all these different games that PS1 literally changed for everybody, as well as Digimon, Castlevania. We had oh man, Street Fighter. We had Frogger, man, and we had Yu-Gi-Oh. We had Dragon Ball GT. That was one of the first games I played before Budokai, and I remember playing those games nonstop. I remember going to Blockbuster to get some of these games. I remember begging my mom, my grandparents for these games because I was obsessed with getting as many PlayStation 1 games as I had, because I literally playing for hours. Now I remember, again, one of the games I played nonstop was Crash Tag Team Racing. I played that sucker like it was a drug. I would play it for hours on end. And I remember playing Dragon Ball GT, Yu-Gi-Oh. I remember playing Final Fantasy, Resident Evil, Siphon Filter. Those were just amazing games, and I absolutely nothing have but love and great memories for what PS1 brought to me and what PS1 did for me, because I remember I had it for so long, and I remember I traded the PS1 in, which I really, wait a minute, did I trade it in or did I give it? I think I gave it away. I want to say I gave it away. But the PS1 to me is still a great system, even though, yes, it is an older system. It is still a fun system if you grew up in the 90s playing it. Again, it was on a memory card. If you guys remember anything about PlayStation, you guys would remember if you want to save a game, you'd have that memory card in. If you did not have that memory card in, you were screwed. It was not like Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS3, and PS4. You didn't have any of that. You didn't go, okay, save, and it'd be saved to the hard drive. No, it wasn't like that. You used a damn memory card, and that was like your life right there. That was your life. That was hours upon playing games that you would spend trying to upgrade your character, go through the story, get all kinds of whatever it is in the game. And I remember there was so many times where there was times I lost it, and I'd lose my shit. I ain't gonna lie, and I would take forever to finally find it, and then I I had to get a new one and then I have to restart. But there were so many times I remember when the memory card was in there, and I'd just be happy because I could just go off and play the same game over and over again, or I'd be able to just restart the game, or just be able to say, okay, I have had this much games, and you could show what you played. I remember there was times with friends where they would say, how many games you played, and I'd have to bring my memory card, like, this is all I played, and you'd have achievements and everything of that nature. So it was a lot of fun, and I know with PS1 they're gonna be bringing all that back, and they still do that with PS2, PS3, PS4, and sooner or later PS5. So we're all gonna be able to see that sooner or later. But I really want to talk this about you guys and actually just give my thoughts on this. I know there's been a few YouTubers that I follow, and it's been around, okay, like, oh, this is what games I played. Because I think every single person that has a gamer, or you grew up in the late 90s or the early 90s, you really were playing PS1 or Nintendo 64, and those are the main two I did play. But I more went towards PlayStation because of the type of games you were able to play. So let me know what kind of games you guys played in the comments down below. I'd love to know what was your favorite game. My top three again were Spyro, Crash, and Siphon Filter. I would love to see those games come back, which they have, except for Siphon Filter. I would love to see it return. But let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. If you guys are new, consider about subscribing. Links down in the description. As normal, click the notification bell. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. I'd like to know what your PS1 favorite game was. Are you guys happy about the classic that's going to be coming out? Let me know, and I'll see you guys on the next one.